right. Theoretically, that is working properly. Pull up the right window. And then alrighty. All right, GV, do me a flavor. I need you to go to my channel and see if you can see my live stream. Oh, I can. Rockin'. Do you see my face when you open the live stream thing? Is there like a window for my face? You're dying. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. See if we can. Okay, we're gonna have to Twilight Zone this thing for a second. For all of you that are here, I apologize. 1 second here. Oh my goodness, that's actually kind of fun to look at, and then it's also kind of seasickening. Yeah. Anyway, um, okay, I'm gonna see if I can get my uh-oh. Get my face to show up here. We will figure this out. Okay, maybe we won't figure this out. To Mr. Bob Nuccio, I will be doing a little bit of commentary, but my goal is to more or less talk about what the presentation will possibly be about, and then kind of talk about the afterwards, like how we felt about it, that kind of thing. If there's something that's just like earth shattering that I have to say something about, I will, but my goal is to just kind of watch this with everybody. And I will eventually figure out my face. Give me a second here. Got him. Okay. So it does matter what order these little icons are in. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull the correct window back up. My goodness. Ha, okay. Now we are set up. This is the way I was trying to get it to be the entire time. Okay. Let's see. Let's check out the chat before we get going here. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Looking forward to. Okay. General feeling is that of excitement. Aptera eVTOL. But why though? Would love to find out why outreach to people like Buffett and Gates was such a fit. Yeah, this guy is interesting. Oh, good stuff. Appreciate you, Bob. Yeah, so Mr. I'm gonna say Kirkner. I am so sorry if I said that wrong. Let me know if I said that right in the chat, because your name is really awesome in text, and I want to just make sure I'm saying that right. But yeah, yeah, Aptera eVTOL would be fascinating. I just don't know how they would make it work and still be as efficient. I don't know what Roswell's talking about. Rosal is talking about, rather. But yeah, with Mike's comment up here, I'm just kind of reacting to the chat right this moment. But yeah, this probably fell through because they would have wanted some form of control of the company, and that didn't go so well the last time they tried that approach. So yeah, I don't know if Mike Brock is, just watching the live stream there, if he's, watching over here. But yeah, for all of you that are paying attention in this chat, yeah, that was probably a non-starter from the beginning because Aptera wants to hold as much control as possible. All right, so what I think this is going to be about is probably more leaning towards the stuff with relation to production progress and things of that nature. I did receive an email from them with kind of a synopsis. Let me jump in there and see what we got here. Because I know the email probably did a lot of enlightening that I should check out. Like, I see the emails sometimes and then I forget to click on them and I don't know, what's happening in the Aptera world. I need to get better at that, but let's see. Okay, there we go. So according to the email, we're going to do an overview of PI1 and PI2. Talk about battery manufacturing. Let's see. Oh, wait, nope. Join the live stream. There we go. Here's what to expect at the live stream. Q&A session, guest appearances from Chris, Anthony, and Steve Fambro. Exclusive insights into our production progress and what's next for Aptera. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. What I want to see is how long it's going to take U.S. capital to get the funds together to move into productions and that kind of stuff. Let's see, okay, we're jumping back to my chat here. We got a couple things. I am ready to be disappointed, but not as much as last night. Ugh. Okay, so Robert, I'm gonna assume that you were talking about that. I'm using this word very loosely. Debate. That was not. Uh, I'm not gonna get political on this channel, or nor is that my goal. But it was a lot. It left a lot to be desired. So we'll just leave it there. And okay, yeah. Good enough is good enough for me, as long as you're okay with it. I think I'm just gonna stick to Robert because, yeah, I know that my wife gets all flustered when people say her name wrong repeatedly. So, let's see. Hello, fellow accelerators. Oh yeah. Oh, oop, oh. Okay, I'm just gonna. There we go. 10 minutes. Crowdfunding is ending very soon. That is accurate. Like 2 days left to invest in Aptera. If you haven't already talked to your financial advisor, you should definitely do that because, yeah, it's going to be neat. It's going to be the next big thing, in my opinion, which, by the way, is only my opinion. Do not make investment decisions based on opinions. Go through the facts. Make sure you look at oh goodness, what do you call that? Their financial statements and stuff like that. Come to your own decision on how viable you think the company can be. Okay, so I have seen this more than once. The spaceship, uh, sun, and rocket ship, and I don't know what those three things mean. Um, Pretty much at all. Maybe Aptera looks like a spaceship and it's powered by the sun, but then what's the rocket for? What's that? Like, is it going to the moon? Is it blasting off to the moon? Oh, is it like a Dogecoin thing? I don't know what that is, but those three symbols together, I've been trying to figure out what was going on there. Anyway, let's jump back to my comments here. Da, 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 da. Not inspiring for anyone, man. Robert, like I sat through the last half of that debate, and I could not help but feel uh, apprehensive, we'll say, about the future of the country. Um, I'm hoping that their second debate goes better. Yeah. I have shares, but I'm on the fence about how successful this company can be. Okay, well, let me turn this to the side so I can actually read it. Okay, how this company can get. Okay. Obviously, I hope for the best. Yes, Jojo, you are one of the many people who have voiced that particular concern. I am under the impression that when when they get underway, like as soon as they hit production, if they have made the proper preparations to do so and have prepared adequately for their volume, they're gonna they're gonna they're gonna explode in ways that I don't think very many people are anticipating or ready for. I've said this before in my previous videos and things like that, but again, this is only speculation. I have never heard anybody, when I talk to them about Aptera, say, oh, I would actually prefer not to get, free miles driven. Prefer to not have a car that I don't have to fuel with gas or plug into a charger every single day. I've never heard anybody say those words at all, specifically ever. So I'm assuming that if my small sample size of people that I've talked to represents a greater part of the whole, then Aptera is going to be one of the biggest things to ever happen to the automotive industry ever. Again, this is my speculation, but yeah, from the people I've talked to, it seems like they're gonna be just fine, assuming they can get to production. Let's see. Aptera's current round of crowdfunding has just passed the $40 million mark. That is fantastic to know. I was in the process of breaking down. Oh, that's something I should talk about. So the video that I promised many months ago with respect to analyzing Aptera's financials and things like that, that video has been delayed multiple times now because I am essentially waiting on a way to consistently organize the information, because the information as it stands now is more or less getting deeper and deeper as I dig into it. And so I want to make sure that I have the full picture, and the full picture is deep and wide. It's very deep and very broad, and I'm trying to make sure I have a full picture of that kind of stuff. I want to make sure that I have all the information that I'm giving you guys as accurate an information as accurate. I'm trying to make sure that my information is accurate, because even though I'm technically not you guys as financial advisors, the fact that I have been one in the past made me really want to get this right. So we're going to get all the details, all the points of order. I'm going to be asking questions to Aptera directly about the video before I put it out. I'm going to make sure I get everything, all my ducks in a row. So, it's going to be fantastic when it gets there, but it's not there yet. So I am still working on it. I know I've said quite a few times, oh, it's almost there. Every time I get almost there, I get like, I'll find a data point that I'm like, oh, I have a question about this. And then, 2 days later, I found the answer to that, and then like 10 or 20 more questions. So that's where the video's at now, just trying to break down the entirety of the financials of a company is predictably more in depth than I would have imagined. So there's that. Are they planning to go IPO soon? Colby, as far as I understand it, they are not going IPO in any short order. Like they're going to probably be IPOing as soon as they get into production or very shortly thereafter. I think it's because it's a two-seater and also there are EVs now that are very affordable. So yes, Aptera is kind of positioning themselves, speaking to JoJo here, as a commuter vehicle, so a secondary vehicle perhaps to your primary vehicle. I have never ridden to work with more than one person in the car besides myself, so Aptera would be perfect for me personally. But yeah, there it's not going to be for everyone right now. But the idea of Aptera as they move into larger vehicles and things like that, I think it's just going to be leagues and leaps and bounds better than anybody else right now. Cheap cars can be cheap and not widely accepted for any number of reasons. But like I said, I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, I would rather not save money. Oh, I don't like, having extra cash in my pocket because I didn't have to, charge up or gas up or whatever." So yeah, couldn't watch more than 5 minutes of last night. Yeah, um, yeah. Bob, you and me both. Like I watched as much of it as I could, and I only caught the latter half. Like I watched 2 questions, 3 questions, I think, and then I just waited until the reviews of the debate came out, and I just kind of watched those for the highlights. Let's see. Oh man, Drive the Lightning said hello to me, and I have just been not paying attention. Oh, not hood afternoon, good afternoon. That would have been awkward. All right. Oh, Earth creature. Yeah. All right. I bought an F-150 that can... Okay, we're going to put this over there. And then we're going to try this approach. Yep. I actually played a game with my wife once where I asked her to find somebody. Excuse me. I asked her to find somebody that was driving around with more than 2 people in the car. We spent a good 15-minute trip on the road playing this game, and she did not find not one person. So yeah, it's Aptera has a lot larger market than what people expect, or what I think people are anticipating right now. Let's see. Oh, I can't reply. Okay, see, now I'm getting antsy because we got like less than 60 seconds over here. Hey, Steve Davis in Vegas. Why are you guys described as very special guests? Like we should be honored with their presence. Okay. Mr. Clark, of the Clark brothers, I'm assuming, is doing the most. Hmm. Hmm. I've never heard of this guy Go Wing In, but he says he's from the Washington coast, which is pretty neat. The time that I spent in the military, I went to a lot of places, and one of the places I wanted to go to was Washington, D.C., not necessarily Washington State. Only because I was curious as to, seeing the monuments and things like that. Jeff Pedersen, as far as I know, they haven't done any sorts of updates on that kind of stuff. The state governments, like local governments, tend to move faster than the federal government, but they are still fairly slow to get things done. So I would assume that the news there would be that they are still working on it. I haven't heard anything with respect to Georgia specifically. I pay close attention to Georgia's laws and things like that because I have a friend that lives there, and she's very prone to accident prone, I guess you could say. And so I make sure that I'm able to, help her out if she needs it and that kind of thing. But anyway, long story short, I know for a fact that Georgia hasn't changed much with respect to license requirements. So I would assume that the other two haven't gotten to it either. Let me see here. Gonna go ahead and refresh. Hey, there we go.
More information, but we'll get to talk to a lot of Aptera engineers and get to talk to Blake in finance and some marketing people.
Let me know if the sound is doing okay.
As many questions as you guys have about Aptera and how we're plotting to make the world a more efficient place through solar mobility. We've got such an amazing fan base and so many people supporting us. It's just awesome that so many people are interested in what we're doing. And we're amazingly blessed to have over 17,000 investors now. And we're anticipating delivering on our over 48,000 reservations very soon in this beautiful facility we have here in Carlsbad, California. I can almost see the ocean over the hill there. The breezes are cool. So hopefully we'll be welcoming all of you fans to our facility soon to see the first production tent builds. And when we start the production lineup and start building, at a regular pace, we can't wait to have regular events here so people can come and see what we're doing and what we're building. So
cool.
Chris is gonna.
I'm gonna be your host today, along with. All right, let's see if this is louder. So if I flip the camera like this and you talk now.
How about now? Is that better?
Is that better or worse?
Better, worse. Check. Microphone check. 1, 2, checka.
Okay, better.
There we go.
YouTube flipped it on us. Uh-oh. It used to be the front camera had the audio, and now it's the rear.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So did anybody hear that intro?
Yeah, they heard it. It was just quiet.
Okay.
You want to do an abridged one? A lot more people. An
abridged one is it's amazing to have all of you here for this live stream. We're closing up our Regulation CF crowdfunding. It's been going amazingly well, and there's not much room left, and time is ticking. So go to invest.aptera.us to learn more about our mission to enhance the world through solar mobility, and hopefully become a company that's shipping hundreds and thousands of vehicles very, very soon. Chris is
dope shirt.
Yeah. Oh, if you have, we have some iron-on logos that I actually ironed this on myself. So
yeah, that's cool.
It's got the one on the back.
Wow, look at that.
It's even got one. It's even got one down here. It's really, really fashion forward.
Cool. Okay. Well, does anyone have any questions for Chris? He'll probably be here for the first 10, 20 minutes or so. And then we'll be with engineers and stuff like that.
Ooh, when we have our first event here, we can have the iron-on logos, and you can bring your apparel here, and we'll just iron on the logo for you. Then you can customize anything that you want, right? So what questions are rolling in?
So far, not too many, but let's check out. So here's PI1, right? And then this is the Bink from Paris. So you can see we put the PI solar panel on this one, so it has the nice glass panel. really cool.
So pretty, it's so lightweight, and does everything that it needs to do to produce 40 miles a day worth of solar energy for your transportation needs. But you can see this one exploded, and Chris and Audra were in Paris, showing everyone how amazing our body structure is. But here's what it looks like when it's actually assembled and bonded together. The electrical team's been working really hard on making the wiring harness and making everything fit and flow and connect well, and get to the right places. But really cool to see the air handler in the first vehicle here.
Yeah, let's check it out. The team's been doing a lot of fitment checks, so components go in and out. This is one of the components that is currently in the bank, but I'd say a lot go in and out. What I like about, seeing this one is not only is it in here, but also, the little things get passed through, right? So this is like the connection. It has a little grommet. You can see right there. So like everything has a place, and then this is another place where it goes through, which is pretty cool. All right, a lot of people have a lot of questions about our drivetrain. Do you want to give an update?
Yeah, we're working hard on implementing the first production drivetrain into our vehicle. We've already gone through a lot of testing and calibration, but really we're pushing to get the vehicle into production as quickly as possible and get a drivetrain that's proven and something that we can put to mass market very, very quickly. Obviously, we've been working on a bunch of different ideas on how to make the vehicle the most efficient possible. And in-wheel motors for the long-term strategy is still something that we're working hard to make a reality, and something that we'll need for our rear wheel. So it's all part of the long-term plan. But initial production, we feel like we're on a very good path, and we'll be able to announce something soon. That we're in collaboration with a major manufacturer that is known for durability and reliability, and also efficiency. So,
yep, sounds good. That's all we can say right now, everybody. Unfortunately, but you're gonna love when we can make the announcement.
Some more cool stuff. I know we just did a video on some of the wiring harness and electrical engineering stuff, but this air handler is cool. It's something that we licensed from a vehicle platform from Cherry Automotive. So this is, they build hundreds and thousands of these things a year. It fits perfectly within our vehicle. Obviously you can see it's very compact and concise. The air out goes right to the screen here. So it has a very short path, a very efficient path to get air to you. And the control boards and logic are very simple and reduced weight. And it's a marvel of engineering that our electrical team has come up with. Not a lot of connectors anymore. We have these very lightweight, basically you stick the
board to wire connections.
Board to wire connection is something that's very new, but something that's automotive grade and stands up to shake and vibe and 20-year durability, but something that you don't actually have to crimp a connector onto. So they're just 10 wires and they get pressed into place, and that's it. The board is connected and ready to connect to whatever device you want.
So a quick side note about the board to wire connectors. Those are very robust and very simple. We worked with those when I was in school for electrical engineering some years ago, but I'm glad to see that there are some automotive companies that are starting to integrate that.
Thing possible. The number one failure for a lot of new vehicles and motorcycles is the wiring harness at the connectors. The connectors are the number one failure point. So the more we can reduce connectors, the better. And it really looks like we've done a lot of work there. The B-pillar board is pretty cool.
Yeah, we're actually gonna have one of the engineers come down for work on this stuff.
Oh, the live stream gets the first look at our subwoofer. No one has ever seen this subwoofer outside the company. Here you go. This is it. Subwoofer bliss. It's installed here. All your bassy goodness comes just from this guy. So.
For people saying it, the drivetrain is fully nailed down. People think it's not nailed down. Oh, it's fully sourced and engineered.
So it's nailed down, it's sourced, it's engineered, it's going through calibration, validation now. When we have the first PI vehicles built, then yeah, it'll be driving around and we'll show you videos and numbers and how it's working.
Yeah, sounds great. Cool, so we're gonna have one of the electrical systems engineers come down to talk more about our cool approach to the zonal architecture. Looks like
It
a
is.
speaker, someone said.
It is very cool. It is an awesome speaker. Who
Yeah.
are we getting from electrical?
JC's gonna come down.
Okay.
So we have a lot of people lined up tonight, or today.
It could end up into tonight.
It could. Yeah, this could be a long one.
We should line up the tequila shots and just really get the party started.
I can talk about the Kama AI integration. Yeah, it's gonna basically be, oh, you got it? Here's me. It's basically gonna, end up here, probably Kama hardware, and it'll all integrate into the vehicle so you could install it later in the future. That's the hope. All right, JC. Hi, this is JC, part of the electrical systems team. We were just talking about some of the zonal architecture stuff. Is there anything you want to elaborate or talk about what makes it cool?
No, yeah, so we have a zonal architecture with a centralized computing system. So the idea of that means that the majority of the controls of the vehicle is split out into these areas or zones. So the actuators and the sensors that are within a region, like the rear of the vehicle, will get a dedicated, simple controller that's very lightweight. And then we have a central computer that makes the decisions regarding that controller. So it tells you when the button on the door was pressed to open the latch. And then that little simple computer can just say, I heard open latch, I'm gonna open the latch. So the reason that we've structured the architecture like that is because it makes it really more affordable and easy to test, quicker to integrate. And it makes like a lightweight system. As you've seen probably like a ton of times, we will get less wiring by doing a
So people are asking how many controllers.
Okay, so Aptera has 16 custom circuit boards amongst other off-the-shelf circuit boards that we work with suppliers. 10 of those are going to be the little zonal controllers.
Like that B pillar one in there,
Like
right?
the B pillar one, the one on the air handler. We have 2 taking care of the corners, so like the wheel pants and the doors, kind of sensors and buttons. We have a second one in the B pillar.
Other B pillar, yeah.
Yeah, the other B pillar. And then we have one on the underbody that will be down by the radiator fans, and that will do some thermal controls. We have one up in the roof. It will actually be in the overhead console, and so that will run the brake light and the microphone and the hazard button and the screen brightness for our rear view screen. And then we'll have one in the rear that does all of the rear lighting.
Yeah.
It'll do the rear knock knock. Oh, yeah, one taped. It'll be down here.
Yeah.
Which one am I missing? Oh, and then there's the front. It'll be like our low voltage power distribution unit one. So that will do basically the fuse box, but also our different switched buses.
Someone said fuses or breakers.
Fuses. Fuse box. Which is another
that.
piece of our efficient system. So our electrical system is going to be split up on a different triggered buses. So there's not just off and on. We have multiple stages. So there's this efficient charging mode where we only turn on some of the devices in the vehicle when we're solar charging or plugged in charging. And that way we're getting the most power into the battery because we're not wasting power keeping on the B pillar PIC in sleep mode because we know that nobody's in the vehicle. So nobody's going to be using the knock knock sensor at that time. Nobody's nearby. So we go in this low power state so that we're just pulling everything we can from the sun and not wasting.
I love how she just answered something that we just talked about in the chat. I said I think it's cool as long as you can disable it. She literally just said that they'll disable it when you're away from the vehicle, which is 100% ideal. It's almost like she read my mind or something.
Team, right, and a hardware team.
Yeah,
to
so
both
we
work
have
together.
a harness engineer who works with the harnessing. We have some systems integration people who help us do schematic for the full vehicle. My title is electrical systems architect, so I plan out the system architecture and how devices will speak to one another and what happens when you knock on the door. I am the one who asks software.
Weren't you the inventor of the knock knock?
Not inventor. Somebody came up with the idea to knock, and then I made it.
Okay.
Thing.
That's awesome.
But yeah, we
love
have
that.
board layout people. 16 custom circuit boards is no small feat. It takes layout, schematic, people like that.
Yeah.
And then we have a whole software firmware team. So
All right, cool. Audra, do you want to go grab Reed by the solar stringer and bring him back?
We have
Cool. Does anyone have any questions for JC before Reed takes over?
Reed's the star of the show.
We can look at some of the stickers, right, to see.
Yeah, the stickers are our fun little thing. As we're wiring the vehicle, we don't want to have to put everything in. Like the subwoofer has dropped out. We don't want to like break components. So we have this numbering system where every electromechanical device has its own number. And then when we make the harnesses, that harness is labeled by the number. So you just go point A to point B for everything in the vehicle. We can track the current consumption of that device. So device 821B has a certain current consumption. It's dedicated to a certain fuse. It's just our way of tracking things. So, and the stickers look cool. So,
Cool. People asking some stuff that I think you also would know. Is the harness installed in the production line? I'd assume yes, right? It's installed after you get the...
Yeah, we get the body from Italy, and then we'll do the harnessing, high voltage, low voltage here, battery pack, solar,
Yeah.
honk the horn, drive it out the door.
harnesses go in between a lot of panels. So you've got to put them in as you're going.
Right. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, you guys have been making great progress. People are very happy. They're asking, some people were asking about the connectors into the boards. Are they things that you can take out, or are they directly soldered onto the board, the wires?
So they are actually, they're a wire to board connection that's put on as the board's being made. They're called a SMT or pick and place component, which means it's actually much cheaper than like a hand soldered in connector because it's done with the robots. And then we can insert them, and then they're strong enough that they won't pull out during like the automotive environment stuff. So they're meant to stay in during the lifetime.
Great. That sounds awesome.
You have to have a tool to take it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they'll
so
be
we'll take it
gooped
out.
over with waterproofing, dustproofing, potting. Like you won't, they
Won't-
won't be
won't
as
mess it up.
exposed as they are because circuit
Right.
boards don't like water.
Right. For this this test vehicle, right? They're just bare boards, but
Sure, yeah, these
Yeah.
PRECs have like a bunch of components on the top. These are what we call solder samples, so there's no expensive components that can be damaged.
Yeah.
Because any board, you don't want to be touching it with your hands. You could shock the board. So these are like little safe, cheap boards for wiring.
cool. Thank you, JC.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Cool. All right, now Reed's coming.
I found them.
Oh, people are asking how are the boards fastened to the bank? They're screwed in, right?
Casey.
Yeah, they're screwed in.
Yeah, this thing just doesn't have all the holes in it.
Like on top of the HVAC, you know, there's 3 screw holes, so it's designed to go on top of the HVAC and just screw into
Right.
to posts that
So,
are.
so like in the bead pillar, you can see where the holes will go. This bank doesn't have all the holes, so that's a great question.
Yeah.
All right, it's Reed.
Hi.
Hey, Reed.
Hi, how's it going?
Want to go over here and
Sure,
look at
yeah.
our solar panel? So, Reed is amazing solar engineer. Do you want to just talk about why Aptera Solar is so unique in a high level way?
Absolutely. So when we initially went out to make the vehicle and decided to put solar on it, we kind of looked out at the market and said, you know, is there anybody out there that can make solar for a vehicle? Unfortunately, at the time, there was nobody who could fit our requirements. So kind of our requirements are we have a super aerodynamic shape. We need a set of solar panels that can fit in the shape. We have cells facing in different directions, getting different amounts of lights at different times. So we needed something that could break the panels up into basically smaller panels so that we can independently control and get power from them at different times. Because one of the things is that if you have a string of cells or cells that are all just electrically connected, they really like to be under the same lighting conditions. They don't like, one common issue in the kind of solar space is, you know, if you have a leaf fall on one of your cells, what that can do is kind of bottleneck the rest of the panel. So we've done a lot of work to try to isolate different areas of the panels, try to break them up into smaller panels. And additionally, we didn't have charge controllers that were designed for our specific architecture, designed to go on a vehicle, and designed to work on, you know, just mobile applications. So there's a lot of differences that can kind of come. As you can imagine, there's more rapidly changing conditions, think like driving under a bridge or
Yeah.
driving under a tree.
People are asking how many strings are there?
We have 7 strings.
7 strings.
Yeah, exactly. So we have 7 different strings on the vehicle. What that does is kind of breaks them into zones between panels. So our hood is one string. We may, as we continue testing, see if we can break it up more, but that's not currently the plan.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got 7 strings, 1 in the hood, 1 is on our dash. We have 2 on our roof, and then we have 3 on our hatch.
You're good. He's been busy working today.
Yeah. So those are the different zones.
Right.
We break them into different strings. And one unique thing about our solar charge controllers, it can handle, it can independently control all 7 of those zones at the same time on the same board. So a lot of times what you'll see on a building or on, say, a rooftop is you'll have one large charge controller or one charge controller per set of panels. So for us, we went the opposite direction. So things like our roof and hatch have multiple control inputs per panel instead of having, you know, a group of 10 panels that are all controlled at the same time. And that helps a lot with curvature, with the shading effect, and with kind of maximizing the power that we get out of these curved panels.
Cool. People are asking if the dash panels will have like some anti-reflective coating.
They will, yeah.
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 I figured people are asking. I mean, the exterior panels will obviously be super shiny because they're
Yes,
they're
they'll be
glass.
shiny. We've looked into, there's a lot of anti-reflective coatings that we could apply this. There's some durability questions when it comes to the outside of your vehicle,
Right.
as well as the type of glass we're using. You know, there's kind of a cost trade-off there as well. So durability and cost trade-off. So you can have anti-reflective. You know, as you can imagine, putting an anti-reflective coating on something like your glasses those are lots of small objects. There's a lot of machines purpose-built to handle small pieces of glass and adding anti-reflective coatings to those. But when you scale up to the size of body panels on a vehicle, it gets a lot more expensive. So we're doing a lot of trade-offs there. We found it just wasn't worth it price-wise, like cost per watt, basically.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm trying to think. People are really excited about poly drops and Avaris.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So did we make the panels for poly drops like right over there?
We did, yeah.
That's pretty cool that we can make different size panels like that.
Yeah, absolutely. A big part of what we're doing on our line is being able to be very flexible with the shapes we can manufacture. So not only can we make curved panels, but as you can imagine, each of our cell arrangements on each of our panels are different. So it's not just a rectangle. Like most panels you'll see on the market are just rectangles, and their lines are set up to make rectangles of the same size every single day. We've put a lot of work into trying to make our line flexible, being able to accommodate different size panels on the same line and being able to accommodate different configurations of cells at different angles.
Right. People are asking if the poly drop will get glass panels.
So the original trial we did with polydrops, we used a polymer panel, but we're looking at using a chemically strengthened glass, just like we have on our vehicle. That should improve the durability of them. But we just wanted to get a prototype out there.
Yeah.
Get them something as soon as possible.
Yeah, they were very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could talk about that because it was just sitting in here for a bit and like we couldn't take any pictures and videos of it. The poly
yeah, I
drop.
think people took pictures of it. I think it got out. People kind of knew what was going on with that one. So yeah, we're making another set of panels for them.
Cool. People asking like,
panels.
you know, obviously will they pass hail, and then also like how easy are they to replace if something happened to one of them?
Yeah, so we're designing on our vehicle. We're designing them to be replaced just like a windshield. So think you remove your adhesive band around the perimeter, take your glass off, you apply it to a new sheet of glass, and you just apply it on there. So think like Safe Light or something like that.
Yeah.
So trying to be easy to replace. That is very important for us. But
Cool.
while also being lightweight and fitting the environment well. So yeah.
Whoa, someone's spamming what battery comes in the car. It's 44 kilowatt hour battery. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Reed, for all the work you
Yeah,
and your team
absolutely.
does.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's anything else.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Well,
Yeah, no problem.
people are asking. Bye, Reed. People are asking if we need additional capital for production funding. I guess that's a good segue to go over to talk to Blake about the U.S. Capitol stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. Let's go. All right. So we're going upstairs. A lot of people don't see this part of the building, but It's really cool. This is where marketing and finance and some engineering and
We've got our
design
new
is.
patents on the wall. I gotta show the patents over there.
Oh yeah, we can show the patents, sure. You have to explain to me what each of them are.
These are granted patents. We have a few more now.
Yeah, these are fully
but
granted.
This is the design patent on the general shape and aesthetic of our three-wheel aerodynamic vehicle. This is for our belly pan cooling. So it's broken up into 3 different sections, but this is how we cool everything in the vehicle. Long term, we're going with a more simple strategy to start production.
I am so glad they decided
This
to
is
show
solar
the
panel
patent
layout, so
numbers.
it's really the orientation of the cells. And the way we orientate the cells actually gets us to be able to flex the cells more, so we're able to get more curvature out of the cells. And this is the same thing. It's how we actually laminate the cells together in position in a way that they're able to curve and not break the interconnects when you curve them on an extreme curve.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hope you guys like the live stream. This is different for us, just kind of walking around. Please comment now if you think this is cool and something we should do more of, or if you like the normal sit-down live streams. All right.
Some of the early shots of Seoul
Yeah.
out at the beach. Super fun day.
Cool.
Super great looking vehicle. Some press.
Oh yeah, we've had a lot of press hits over the time. You know, CNN.
Yeah, these are
Washington
only over a
Post.
year old now, but
Yeah. All right, let's.
designs over there, marketing's back there.
Yeah,
we're headed down to.
We'll visit design soon. And there's my little part photo shoot room I made. So you saw that cool picture of the air handler. Well, that's where that came from. All right.
We're coming down to get Blake.
We can just hang out in here with them. Hey, Blake.
You want to go sit in the?
We can just hang out here. I'll pull up a chair and you guys can chat. Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's it going, everybody?
Cool. So, do you want to explain kind of what you do at Aptera and?
Yeah, sure. So I work in the finance department. I initially came on to do financial reporting, so all the Regulation A offering financial reporting. Got moved into some of the financial modeling, helping out on the investment front, and now I'm kind of helping do a lot of the due diligence or wrapping up the due diligence on the U.S. capital raise. So that's where I've been busy with the last month or
Lead
two.
on our PCOB audited financials.
Yep, we do the audit as well. All the really exciting stuff that everybody always asks about. You know, that's my territory.
Cool. Well, how's it going with U.S. Capital? People said you have a great view.
I do, yeah. I am actually very lucky. I kind of moved into this room a couple months ago, and it's been nice to have the window. So
Nice.
You can actually, from the roof, you can see the ocean.
Really?
So just through
That's
those
cool.
trees, if those trees were cut down, you could probably see all the way down to the ocean.
Well, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's it going with the U.S. Capital stuff? Everything that we can actually talk about.
yeah, I mean, I think it's going great. I'm really excited because it's ready to launch. You know, just this morning, Chris pitched to a bunch of their bankers. I don't know if you guys already talked about that,
Nope.
but yeah, that's what we spent the morning prepping for. Chris doesn't have to do too much prep because he's so used to it. But they had a lot of really interesting questions and some new ones that Chris knocked out of the park. So it's cool to meet their larger team. You know, the U.S. Capital Group, we decided to work with them because they have both reaches, this really kind of focused market that's strategic investment, larger investors, and then they have a really wider network that some of their bankers are going to go out to as well. So we need to educate as many of their bankers as possible. That's what today was for. Thankfully, we have a marketing team that's produced a lot of great material to get them scaled up and kind of understand how the company works. But the cool thing was a lot of them already heard of us and knew about us. So there wasn't too much education on some of the Silicon Valley guys' side.
That's great. Cool. Anyone have any questions for Blake? Whatever we can answer. on
Yeah,
the
there are
stream?
certain things related to the offering we're still waiting on. They're holding back the final kind of details, but we're hoping those will come as soon as possible. But otherwise, the majority of that raise is kind of locked down and we're ready to kick it off.
Yep. So that'll be in July, right?
Yep, that starts next week.
Next week.
Cool.
Soft launch next week, and U.S. topical terms. There's a harder, more comprehensive.
I 100%
launch we'll
agree,
have in
David.
mid-July.
I love the walk around.
Cool. People keep asking, "Where's your dog?"
Where's my dog? It's my wife's dog that I inherited. It's not my dog. But every now and then that dog becomes a pain at home and he has to come hang out here with me. So, yeah.
Cool.
But we love him. Yeah, little poodle terrier mix. He's about this big, so nobody really notices him here, which is good.
Yeah.
There's a couple dogs running around every now and then. Steve's family dog is here in office every now and then.
Right. People are asking just stuff like the timeline of the raise or when they'll get more info. I guess that's when we get the control number, right? So
Yeah, the timeline on the raise, it's really going to depend on how the outreach goes. We think it's in the 4 to 8 week range, not for complete close, but to really gauge the interest and see what's going to come in. And it's all going to depend on how it comes in. One large investor, a couple smaller investors, or kind of broken up in pieces. So that'll really determine the timing on how that rolls in.
right. And then people are asking when IPO.
The great thing about having Blake on board is he's helped companies become IPO ready.
Yep.
And becoming Sarbanes-Oxley compliant, and just give the whole laundry list of check boxes that you have to go through to be compliant as a public company and be a regular filer. That's what Blake has great experience with, and now we have Tom on board as our CFO. So we think that we want to tie an IPO with the delivery of our first vehicle. So we think that's when we should be looking for more capital to grow explosively.
That's
And
exactly what
why
I
you
was
wanna go
thinking.
public.
They should
Leverage,
definitely
to
be
able
doing
to
this
get more
when
funds into your company to
when they have their
spread
vehicle
your
out,
idea
so
of the
that
product,
people can
whatever
see
you're
the
doing
product
quickly. So
and have
that's what we hope
confidence
is we've got a
in the
near-term
product
plan,
as it
that we're
drives around the
focusing on
road
now
instead
that
of
gets the vehicle into
the
production
idea of the
at
product
a level
being
around
what they're
6,000
trying to
a
sell.
year, and then how do we grow to 100,000 a year? That's when IPO, Department of Energy loan money, equipment financing at a bigger scale. We've been talking to a lot of sovereigns. Maybe some of those come into the bigger plan. So that's the hope. But it's kind of a year timeline is an optimistic IPO path. It could be 2 years or longer. There's no guarantees, and it could be somebody loves us, and maybe Elon wants to come down and adopt us. And,
Or Apple, or who knows. Yeah.
we see the spy shots of future Tesla vehicles, and we're like, under one of those covers could be an Aptera,
We already made it. Cool. Yeah, people are asking a lot of good questions. I think people are very excited that the Reg CF is coming to a close soon, and we're gonna
It is
be starting the
exciting.
next
Yeah.
phase.
Yeah, it's been amazing to see the support that's come through. A lot of people ask me kind of why I joined Aptera, and early on when I came on around January of 2022, so that was kind of right coming out of COVID. And one of the main reasons I came on in the beginning was the consulting company I was working for that was doing IPO readiness. They were all kind of mostly sending me to clients that were still home office and there wasn't anybody around. Aptera was the first client that I came in, and the entire team was there working away, grinding, and it was really cool to see. So that was one of the reasons I came on. The other reason was because they were scaling up so fast, and I got to talk to the investors, and everybody loved the product so much. So it's been really cool to see it come this far, and kind of wrapping up this phase of it and moving on to the U.S. Capitol is what we've all been talking about for months now. So it's great.
Cool. Everyone's saying no Elon.
No, Elon. I mean, you got to give Tesla credit. They've really enabled a supply chain world for us that has the connectors and the EV components and a charging standard that really works for our type of EV.
Yeah.
Without Tesla breaking ground in a lot of those areas, I think the industry would be stifled significantly. So I give a lot of credit to Tesla. I know a lot of people out there aren't Tesla fans or maybe Elon fans. So Tesla could adopt us without Elon maybe being a part of it. But
You might hear about it.
Is it Tesla okay, Elon no? That's funny. Okay. Anything else you can think of to chat about? I mean, you're busy all the time, and then I'll hop over to design whenever.
Yeah, Chris and Steve really started from the beginning wanting to build the vehicle extremely efficiently, and they've tried to translate that throughout the entire company. And I think it's really cool over the last couple of years, the software that's come out on the accounting and finance side, as well as HR, which I touch a little bit as well. We're able to get a lot done with very few people. So it's been very cool to build an efficient department that works really well. And I think that we're very prepared to scale up here, and it's going to be an exciting next year.
I think so too. Yeah. People are very happy about your projection, the 6,000 per year break even thing.
Yep.
Can you speak to that?
Yeah, the 6,000 break even is part of the financial model. I don't really think it's going to you know, that's not going to be the target that we're going for. The pre-orders obviously dictate that we're going to be selling a whole
Yeah.
lot more than that.
Yeah.
We were asked to build, you know, a base case, you know, where would we get to that point? A lot of factors go into it. It's going to be a ton of work to get to that point, but I don't think we're really going to be working towards that model. Personally, I think we're going to be more towards the higher volumes, 20,000 plus. But it's nice to have that out there to show, you know, the investors that ask that question. I know everybody's curious about getting to profitability. We're laser focused on getting to profitability, but we're also laser focused on getting 1 million Aptera on the road, and 6,000 a year is not.
It's not gonna
really
do
the
it.
rate. And I don't really think about that. I know it's very exciting for people to understand, but I don't think about the 6,000 a year rate too much. I more look at the high volume model that we built.
Right. What are you looking forward to? Like, you know, let's say U.S. capital raise goes great. I mean, we're gonna be scaling
it's-
up, right? Like it's gonna get nuts.
Massive domino effect. If the U.S. capital goes the way that we expect it to go, and it finishes up. There's a lot of, you know, supplier agreements and negotiations that'll get locked in, so we'll sign those up. It'll, you know, flatten out what's going on in the model. A lot of things change here and there. A lot of things kind of bounce back and forth, so we'll kind of be able to commit to some things, get it locked down. And what else? Yeah, a little bit of hiring, but like I said, I feel like we've really built an environment here where we can kind of scale up without having to hire too much in my department or too much in the related departments. Really, you know, manufacturing people that we'll be hiring up on.
Yeah.
And working with partners there.
One last question is on the ATVM loan. Is that something that we still want
That
to
is
do in
it.
the future?
Yeah, that's another big thing. You know, the U.S. capital funding come in is one of the major, you know, gates that we're going to have to get past to start moving forward with that loan a little bit better. There's also other grants and loan opportunities throughout the world that we're going after, and all of that will get into high gear once we're through this first raise.
Banks don't want to give you money when you need money. They only want to give you money when you don't need money. And it's kind of the same thing with the DOE, is that once we're in production and the sky's the limit, they're happy to extend, you know, financing and other options. But, you know, until then, it's much more difficult. It's really a program built for big companies that already have lots of money flowing, and you know, the DOE can come in and assist. So we think it should be catered to advanced technologies that make the country and the world better, but you know, that's not how these programs play out in reality.
Yep.
Yeah, but we will, you know, there's, the ATVM is one of them. There are other throughout the world that are going to be opportunities for non-dilutive funding that will come our way. We just need to focus on those over the next few months.
Right. Can we speak to other SEC filings or not
Other SEC filings, there won't.
on the stream?
Yeah, I mean, check our SEC website and you'll see the filings that are out there. That'll give you all the information that
Cool.
you need. Yeah, we're just making sure that we're lined up in the future to do any kind of fundraising that we need to get past, you know, this launch and scale up phase.
Right.
Yeah, obviously, successful U.S. capital round, moving towards production. We want to have flexibility to be able to raise money the way we want to, and you know, we're positioning ourselves for that, and then IPO and beyond, and growing to building lots and lots of vehicles according to Blake's wonderful financial model.
Right. Cool. Thank you so much, Blake.
Thank you guys for stopping
Well,
by.
you get back to work.
Have a good day.
I've had a busy day today, so.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna walk down to design, I believe. And
We hadn't been in our office, but here it comes down the.
okay. Yeah, I think you know, some of the OGs will think this is pretty cool. This is Aptera 1.0 door. That was at a museum and got shipped to us. So this is
super lightweight as of a decade ago, but now our door is literally half the weight.
yeah, it is heavier. It's a lot heavier.
This is the old style type of composites, and this
Right.
is the new style. So we went from this, where we had to bond on all of these fasteners and studs, to this, where we can have bonded in nutserts and posts and alignment things, and it's just so much more modern and so much quicker to
Yeah.
produce parts out of something like this.
Fantastic.
This is, I don't know if I want to show anything else off, but
Yeah, we can keep some things a mystery, but it's a cool office.
Steve and I are always sitting with the engineers, so we never actually really use that office.
Right. That's a PI meeting in there.
Yeah. So,
There's a lot of those happening. PI 2 will start more rough like beta than get pretty, right?
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, design.
Ooh.
All right, who do we want to Who do you want to start with, Tiffany or Jake?
I can start.
Okay,
Hi,
so
everybody.
you want to kind of talk about what you've done on the merch team and some of the stuff going on?
My name is Jake Weibel. I'm a graphic designer. So I focus mostly on the graphics for any projects that they have. So like the merchandise, for example, even working in three-dimensional space. So you can see some of the stuff I have here. Some more recent merch ideas. So here's some socks. It's kind of fun.
Ooh,
Huh.
And then
I'd buy those.
yeah,
I'd buy
fanny
those too.
pack, backpack. And then we also got a 1/18 scale model vehicle that's going to be available for sale soon. So in a few months, you'll be able to purchase that.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it'll go into a box kind of like this. So here's just a printout of what the box would look like. But yeah, that'll be available probably September. And then, yeah.
Let's
so
check
just
it out. This is a early prototype of the model. But I mean, it's like a full model. It has solar panels on it. Look at it. It even has the inside, the yoke, the center console, all of it. Pretty cool. So that's going to be great when we have that on the store.
Yeah.
Merch stuff is totally separate from production stuff. So no one think that this is taken away from any resources towards
Yeah,
that. It's
we
kinda
have
like a
a-
separate thing.
Yeah, outside company will be working on that. So it's just something that people can have tangible and in their hands, so they can actually feel the vehicle in their hands and be able to open the doors, open the hatch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all gonna articulate. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We're gonna have some samples soon, so we can start putting it someplace. Someone said make a full zip hoodie.
Full zip hoodie. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, there you go. That was easy.
Yeah. But yeah, I also do some of the simulations. So
Right.
you've probably seen this video before.
Yep.
It took a while, but yeah, that's another one too. Also
Awesome.
work in virtual reality space too. So we've been using one of the VR systems here so that we can actually put a headset on and view the vehicle right in this room if we want. The full-size vehicle, the latest version, can have it right on the carpet, and we can show investors and we can show anybody who wants to, maybe engineers as well, kind of see in a physical space what it would look like. And then we also got some samples here of the, here's the seat, one of the seat fabrics we're gonna be using,
Right.
as well as part of the instrument panel, and then carpet.
Cool. And what I think is neat is we 3D print some stuff just to get a quicker, look at what it's gonna look like physically. So this is like the latest yoke, right? This is like the production
Right.
yoke shape. So it's kind of cool. Like obviously this is gonna come from a supplier soon, but it's neat to see us, being able to tangibly see and make tweaks to certain things. Like that's like the bumper, that's the overhead console, things like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this is a nice room. Everyone said they really like this room.
Fun room.
It is a fun room. All right. Well, let's introduce you to Tiffany.
Hi everybody, I'm the UI UX designer and currently we're working on the visual design for our new web launch, and I can showcase you some of a little preview of our mission page and the vehicle page if you guys want. Yeah? You want to showcase?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, great. So our mission page, this is a little preview. You're greeted by our video of Aptera, and we really want to highlight our goal, our movement, and our technology.
Right.
And so we really showcase that we're creating creative energy, forward motion, and our vision. I really want to have like an immersive aspect with our brand ethos. And then for the vehicle page, we categorized our sections into 5 sections, which showcases freedom, the comfort, innovation, and lifestyle. And I can show you a little bit of it. So
Okay.
the freedom showcases the exterior, the freedom that you have with Aptera, the comfort that you have inside Aptera's interior with features, the innovation, which showcases our body in carbon and the safety aspects, and then lifestyle really showcases the calculate your savings with Aptera solar calculator. So we really want to have this vehicle page to be interactive,
Right.
and we really want to showcase like how free you can be with Aptera solar aspect, the comfort that you have with the vision assist, and the innovation aspect of the safety for the Bink.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this cool
Yeah.
render, you guys. I mean, there's so much
Oh, that's
safety
neat.
packed into Aptera. It's crazy. So we're excited to show more like that.
Yeah, I can't show you too much, but that's
Yeah,
what
it's
we
a
have
secret.
so far.
So that'll be launching later this summer.
Yes.
And be really cool to see.
Yeah. Super excited.
That's awesome. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Tiffany, for all the
Thank
work you
you.
do. All right. Want to go down and see Tim?
Tim time.
Tim time. People love Tim. I love Tim too. So let's go down the weird staircase.
The weird stickers.
Yeah. Oh, we can say hi to Will real quick. He's answering some comments.
Birthday too.
Happy birthday, Will!
Happy birthday, Will.
Hey everyone, what's going on?
He's a new member of the communications team.
Hard at work.
You'll see him on TikTok soon.
Two screens.
Yeah, that's right. I hate that the M1 Max only let you do, one screen. But yeah, this is where we do all our secret marketing stuff. That's where I am. Quincy, Audra, Sonia, Will. So we're expanding the team, which has been really great.
They changed the
All
setup
right.
since I was in there
Oh, we're
last.
going this way, down the secret stairs.
The battery there, okay.
Yeah. Everyone said happy birthday. Looks like the meeting ended. This is where all the important stuff happens, right, Chris?
Something like that. It's the biggest conference room, so whenever we have full engineering meetings,
What's
that's
going on in this
kind of where
one?
we're stuck. Oh, we already showed him.
Oh, you saw Steve.
Oh, we didn't show them some of the art though. Here, come here. We got to show them the stuff.
Okay. This is where Tom is, right?
So this, for you Nintendo fans,
Hey.
you know that this is the first level of Super Mario. But the real champion is the Aptera, who can make it all the way through to the flag and solar mobility for all.
That's great. Wow, that's great. Yeah, this room is a little depressing. It needs a little more post.
Well, finance things happen there. So.
Yeah. This is the scary hallway. It's like the only non-updated hallway for some reason, and it makes no sense why, but I like to use it. It's a shortcut to the bathrooms on the first floor. Yeah, lights on. It's a little funny. All right, here we go. Here's the battery areas. Here's the battery frame. Hey, Tim. Cool. People wanted to get an update from you and see how things are going.
Oh, well, they're going well. Right now, what I'm working on is I'm testing the 6 modules that go into the PI build. So I'm putting each module through a full cycle test and evaluating the capacity of the module and the balance characteristics and heating and the quality of the welds.
Cool. That's great. So what does that mean? Like you're fully charging and discharging the modules?
Yeah, I charge it up to the maximum cell voltage, or approximately the maximum, and evaluate the state of balance between all of the parallel strings at the top, and then I discharge it at either a 1C rate, which is about 120 amps, or a C/2 rate, 60 amps, and measure how much time it takes and the capacity of the module, and evaluate the state of balance at the bottom, and that gives us an idea of the level of consistency among all of the cells.
Cool. Well, so where are all the modules? These are some right here, right? So there's one.
Right. So this is the 4th one that's being tested,
Yeah.
and the remainder are over there.
Yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3.
The 3 together there, and then these 3.
Then these 3. Yeah. So these will go into the frame soon, then, huh?
Yep, the frame's over there. We've got some modifications to do on the prototype frame over there, and then these modules will go in along with the power distribution unit and BMS and all those bits, and we'll do a full pack testing after that.
Great. That's awesome. Anyone have any questions for Tim before we
So many
move
questions.
on? Tim, the battery chemist.
Tim the battery man, Batman Tim.
What made you join Aptera, Tim? What's your story?
I wanted one of those shirts, but it hasn't materialized yet.
That's the only reason. Yeah.
So Chris needs to work on that.
Get you the hookup.
Yeah. No, I spent the last 9 years working at the battery company that Chris founded, and this opportunity arose, so I joined this team, and it's exciting. It's applying very similar knowledge that I gained over the past decade at Flux Power, and I get an opportunity to work with a lot of the people I came to enjoy working with at Flux, and work on exciting new products with Aptera.
Cool. That's awesome. People said once you get the shirt, you're gonna leave.
Yeah. Just don't tell Chris that.
Yeah.
You're not getting your shirt for years.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
5-year rule.
Yeah, 5-year shirt rule.
Yeah, see, I don't have a logo. But
People said Tim clearly wants to be left alone. I don't think so.
no, not really. No, this is pretty boring when it's running. This machine kind of does it all, and I just
Right.
measure occasionally.
Yeah. Cool. Don't give him a shirt, everyone's saying. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Tim, for all the work you're doing.
You're welcome.
All right. Cool. We'll think we've kind of went through most of it. Should we,
Are we going to?
yeah, you want to do the thing? Yeah.
Because I think Steve's getting pretty hungry.
So Audra and I are gonna go drive one of the Alphas to In-N-Out. But maybe, is there any last minute questions for Chris before we
Any
leave?
last minute questions for me?
And we're going to In-N-Out in Aptera, and we're bringing you, so
What's the
don't.
expected charge
don't worry.
discharge life cycle? We're designing the pack for at least 150,000 miles
flip
of
it around.
use, but we've seen that in the EV world, battery packs are lasting a lot longer than people expected, and we are abusing our pack a lot less. More importantly, we're keeping our pack within a very narrow charge band because we have a nice trickle charger on our roof. So when you're constantly adding 700 watts-ish back to the battery pack, it should last a long, long time. So we expect ours to last significantly longer than the 150,000 mile design life.
Right. People are asking about the robots.
The robots on the shelves?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really need to program them until we're ready to start the production line on this blue line
Right.
here.
So that'll be a little later.
We think in 3 or 4 months, we'll probably start working on the chassis. So the robot's like the little base, then you got to build the vehicle holder on top of it. We haven't spent the money for the vehicle holder, so, but we got to spend the money for the vehicle holder, and that also lifts and lowers the vehicle on the robot. So if you're like installing something underneath, you want it to raise up to like maybe 6 feet. And if you're installing something in the interior, you want it to go all the way down so you can get to the interior stuff. So that's part of the robotics part of it.
Cool. That's awesome. I'm gonna get some close-ups of the batteries because they're so awesome.
Oh, sure.
People love seeing the batteries. I think they look great. So yeah, this is the battery frame for PI2. That's where all the stuff's gonna go. The doghouse, as we call it. Everyone has their own unique name for that. And then this is the one that completed the vibration and shock testing, but we're making all new modules for PI2. So you can see them all here, laser wood.
So pretty.
It's super neat. I mean, if you guys compare like the first laser welded modules that we showed videos of to this one, it's very, very consistent. So yeah, these are some of them. They're all gonna be in PI2 soon.
Obviously this had a lot of manual process, so once it's done by the robots, then it'll look a lot cleaner. But we think they're fabulous, and a lot of engineering has gone into them, and it's ready to take the next step.
Right.
Put them in production.
Do you want anything from In-N-Out? People are asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some fries because In-N-Out has some of the best fries around.
What fries do you want?
Just the regular fries. I don't get them.
You don't get animal style or nothing?
No, that's too much. I'm not that
agree.
fancy.
Okay.
I usually get a double protein style
Do you want that?
Healthy.
fries.
Do you want that too? Can
Sure.
someone remember that?
I can.
Someone in the
Oh.
stream remember that. I'm gonna
What
forget.
the order is?
Yeah.
Double protein style and fries.
Okay.
They have good pink lemonade too.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go to the vehicle. So, a lot of. Bye, Chris. We'll see you later, I guess. Right? You'll send us off.
I'll make sure you guys get off okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sounds good. All right. This is one of the old Alpha things. Hope you guys are liking the live stream. It's very unique. It's something I used to do long ago, and yeah, I just decided maybe we'd bring it back and see how that went. So, all right, Chris, you want to just let Jerry know that we're heading out, and then we'll head out? Yeah, he should be over there.
Go.
Okay. So yeah, this will be fun going to In-N-Out. You want to hold
Yeah, I sure do.
hold the camera so you could flip it around, but I think the mic is always facing back.
Okay.
So like you might have to like.
Oh.
Can you guys hear us okay, or is it bad because the mic's facing that way?
Hello. Hey, marketing. The heart signs. Oh yes, we need those. Audio's good. Okay, they can hear.
Great.
I'm gonna put my seatbelt on really quick. Can I hand this to you?
Yeah. And then I'll put on my seatbelt. Not perfect, but okay. Good.
Okay.
Where's Chris?
Here, you can put your seatbelt on. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. I was like, what's he doing?
Want to read questions or see if I can read? Okay. Let's see. Nice to see you both up close. These questions are coming too quick. We can't read that fast. And now burger sounds good. Use is different. Oh my gosh, we got too many people on the stream now, too many questions.
Yeah, 1,500 people.
Okay, I can speed read. I saw something about we need some yard signs, Aptera yard signs. I couldn't agree more about that. It's like some people campaign for politics. We got a campaign for Aptera. Bye, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Good to see him stand by. So, I think sound-wise, once you show me,
Okay, let's do it.
or like the road. Still get some use out of the alphas, not very often. But actually, so
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
We scammer.
we do. You want to answer a few more questions?
Of course. Let's see before we get going.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, rough transition from Wi-Fi to the network.
Oh yeah.
It's lagging.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Hopefully we came back.
Okay. Hopefully you got that 5G.
Yeah. Let me know if it's better.
We actually met with some people from the Canadian Embassy a couple weeks ago that could help us and Steve and our team.
Oh man. Oh no. Oh geez.
Our work important.
Totally.
There we
Okay.
go.
There's much traffic here, you guys.
Yeah, we
This is always
we
the
need a
road.
mobile Starlink, someone said.
Oh yeah, I know. I'll buy one if these streams end up working out for us, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Luna's not happy today.
We're going to make it. We got
Okay.
1,600.
1,500 people.
Yep. All right, here he goes.
Whee!
The spaceship has left the building.
That's right. So we're gonna go down Cannon Road, go straight to In-N-Out. So
McCammon Road?
no, Cannon Road.
I know. I'm joking.
You're silly. It's fun to drive Aptera because so many people lose their minds. And I wanted to give you like a sense of what it's going to be like when you have your Aptera and are driving around and people just keep, you know, screaming. You really are the center of attention. So.
Oh, they're asking for me to recap about what we said about Canada, and that was just that we are working with some people that work in the Canadian Embassy, and we basically have a lot of connections with the right government officials to hopefully make it so that Canada's Aptera's import into Canada is easy and seamless, and so a lot of people support Aptera, and that's the good news in Europe and Australia and Canada. So as we get into production, opening up the international importation is going to be, I think, one of our top priorities.
Right.
So.
Am I going the right way?
That is a good question. Okay, this is Carlsbad. It's so beautiful.
Oh, you know, I think I can make it work, I think.
Yeah, this is an early prototype. This is one of our first alpha vehicles.
Yeah, I miss Gamma, but it'll be back soon.
Yeah, Gamma will be back soon. And speaking of new vehicles, like, have you talked about PI2 much?
We've shown progress from different zones. Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting.
That's gonna be.
The frames being made right, or the chassis and suspension are being made right now. So I'm gonna be sharing some pictures of that really soon.
People are asking about in-person events. Don't you think by like fall we'll be having a ton of events?
Oh yeah, a ton. We really want everyone to be able to see PI2, see the Bink, see everything we've been working on.
Especially with crowdfunding coming to a close, our work is going to be all about the customer, all about like deliveries, and I mean, it's so great the position that we're in today. I feel like we've been waiting for this for a while now, so to see everything start to come to fruition, like, is extremely exciting, which is one of the reasons why we're live streaming today, because we want to celebrate
Come a long way.
the new
So
The new
I just
era
want to
we're in.
emphasize here
We're
how
just working
fantastic the
towards
wind
it.
noise is. It's way quieter than I would have expected for them having the windows down, because I see the windows down on at least one of the sides.
From work, so my brain like
Well,
flipped into that.
be able to test drive PI vehicles.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Once we have more PI vehicles around, people can definitely test drive them for sure.
Should I roll up my window?
You could. I think it's
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Is
both
that
windows
a range
down.
ring on the nav display?
This is all concept. The UI looks way better now, as you've seen in like our UI UX video.
Yeah.
It's a much better.
Yeah,
better
this vehicle was built in 2021.
Sounds right. This is the last alpha, right?
Yeah, this is the last alpha. So what we're doing now for PI 2 is gonna blow this thing out of the park.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
It
there's
is. Gamma already blows this out of the park.
the crazy thing is like, even just seeing this vehicle on the road, this prototype, like, it does the job. It shows people like what an aerodynamic, efficient vehicle looks like,
Yeah.
and makes it easy for us to tell the story, which is why the alphas have been so instrumental in our progress.
Yeah.
How many alpha, beta, gammas are there? Someone asked.
There's 3 alphas, there's 1 beta, and 1 gamma, and then there's going to be 10 to 16 PI vehicles depending on how we can line up suppliers, because like we need, one supplier needs to, you know, configure the airbags, and that takes X amount of months, but then maybe if we can line up the schedules, that vehicle can then go to the ABS, or, you know, vice versa. I don't know exactly how all that works. I'm not the CEO. That's why there's a variance there. But it's going to be nice because they're all going to be the production design, production parts.
Yeah.
Which is going to be awesome. So.
Hi, Orlando. Orlando's on.
Nice.
People are asking if they make a trip down to the West Coast, Southern California, will they be able to test drive PI2?
Not at the start, because it'll be mostly used for internal testing. And I don't know exactly when we'll be offering ride-alongs, but I'm sure we will at some point. And then there'll be a point, probably when we have multiple PIs, that we can let people drive them themselves. But I think you really get the feel for them in the passenger seat even.
Yeah.
Is the uh-oh. You're using the D-pad to move it up and down. There you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you have it on a little stabilizer, so.
I'm learning.
So hey, this is our first live stream like this, so yeah, maybe we do need a Starlink next time.
They're like a little. Any progress on Comma AI?
Yeah, so I can speak more to the vision of that. So Comma's doing some great work. The latest updates are really great, and they're doing a really amazing job with the ML simulator. So basically, the simulator is also machine learning, so it'll kind of be like a ChatGPT moment for OpenPilot, where it just gets infinitely better really quickly, and that's going to happen hopefully this year.
That's so exciting.
So we get to, we get to use all that innovation that the Comma team is doing, and have really great driving autonomy. So basically, for the first initial vehicles, there'll be like a retrofit process that we're working on right now, so that everyone will be able to get OpenPilot in their vehicles. But basically, we'll have a connector up in this overhead console to plug your Comma device into, or eventually maybe a device we make. But I really do think for logistic reasons, it's just so much easier to buy a Comma device. You put it on the windshield, and the UI UX will identify that that's in there. Then you'll just start to get OpenPilot features in your vehicle. So you'll actually, one of the things that we will be developing is the link between the Comma device and the center display. So you'll be able to see things like the lane lines and the path displayed on the center screen as well. So that's like the first vehicle that really integrates with OpenPilot at that level. And that's going to be great because you don't need to look up here. Hopefully, eventually, Comma makes a screenless device.
Yeah.
So there's no screen up here. You look down here, and you have all your info.
That's funny. Someone's like, "Have you been pulled over by the police before because of the vehicle, just to check it out?"
I think.
Oh yeah, I did one time by a motorcycle cop, and he chatted with us, and then he sent us on our way.
Yeah.
And then one
I'm
time,
doing that.
one time we tried to catch President Biden because he was next door.
Yeah.
at
So we were
Biosat.
driving the vehicles around just to, get a reaction. That's kind of funny. We just do fun things like that sometimes. It didn't work, obviously.
No.
But it'd be cool if any president, got to see. The
Oh
vehicle,
yeah,
so.
yeah. Any president supporting Aptera.
Right. Trying to
That's a win.
get the tax
Yeah.
credit approved.
We're trying to remind them, like, hey guys, we're building the most efficient vehicle. Don't you think we should qualify? Hint, hint. I'll stop
Dude,
talking
what?
now. Oh, what's happening?
This guy's just like
Oh,
stopped.
there's a green light, but we are not moving.
There we go. He
All right.
gave up. He was
We're
gonna
back.
turn left, but he gave up. So what was Steve's order again? It's a
Yeah.
double with no tomatoes, and then Chris wanted what?
Chris.
A double protein style.
Yeah, Chris wanted a double protein style because he's on a juice diet. And oh yeah, Eric says Steve wants a double with cheese. Oh, and then someone else invited pink lemonade.
Who wants the pink lemonade?
That's Chris, I guess.
Oh really? Okay, good.
Strawberry field,
Yep, that's a beautiful place.
animal style fries. Don't forget the fries.
You can't be friends. I mean, yeah, we'll definitely keep the price down as much as we can, but imagine the price down and a tax credit, we would be ridiculously low.
So maybe that's why they don't. No, just kidding.
This is so fun. I hope you all liked the engineers. I coordinated with all of them. They're all really excited to talk and meet you all. They're all so dang busy. That's why it's so hard to get content with the engineers for me, because they're so busy.
Yeah.
They're all working extremely hard, so we have a
clock.
really great team.
Yeah.
And I hope you can tell with the monthly updates, they're doing a lot of really great work. So.
They're all extremely passionate about making this a reality, and
Oh yeah.
have been hanging on just as long as all of us have with the community. Like, we all share the same vision, and I mean, I feel like I'm learning to be more and more patient as the days go by.
It's a lot of work to do. There's just a lot of work to do. We're really excited for the U.S. Capitol race. Really propels us forward. A lot of the timelines that we put out are based on getting production funding, right? Obviously, you can't do anything without production funding. So
Yeah.
once we have money in the bank, it really changes everything and changes our timelines completely, right? Because we have money in the bank, we can pay for everything we need to pay for to get things moving. So that's the really exciting thing about this next phase that we're getting towards, with the crowdfunding ending very, very soon.
Yeah, and I don't know if did you talk much about U.S. Capitol? You did? Okay.
Yeah,
It's all really exciting how
Oh, yeah.
soon all the details will be on our website, but
Right, they'll all be publicly available
Yeah.
once we get the control number, and that should be any day or week now. So, really, really soon. Then you'll be able to see all the juicy details.
Yep. And who knows, maybe it will be over subscribed in a week, and then no, just kidding. Honestly, people are so excited about this project, and the fact that they've completed their due diligence, that we're gonna get a lot of people on board that have been interested for a while through this deal. It's gonna be great for Aptera, and
Absolutely.
we can't thank the community enough for helping us get to this point.
Yeah, crowdfunding's been really amazing for us, and literally has gotten us to engineer the entire vehicle. That's a super cool accomplishment that all of you have helped us achieve. That's absolutely wild that you can do that a company can do that. We're really blazing a trail here with all of you, so we really appreciate it. Okay, we're at internet.
Saw it, and
You're gonna have to
live
remind me
streaming,
what
so
we're getting,
it's gonna-
because
Okay.
I totally.
There's some funny comments like, are you in San Francisco yet? More people have questions about Open Pilot, which I think we can cover. Like,
Sure,
maybe there's a
on the way
video,
back.
or
Hey,
maybe on the way
leave
back.
it to,
But
you know.
I don't know if you want to go into all the nitty gritty details about the service plan, or for potentially getting it added on later if
Yeah,
it's
we're
not.
working with we're gonna be working with mobile service, right? So there'll be mobile service. It'll be like, I just know Tesla does it. It'd be like how Tesla, you can schedule mobile service with them. They come, they do the repair or they do the upgrade, and then you're on your merry way. So obviously we don't want people to have to drive to Carlsbad to get an upgrade. So
No.
that all can happen with mobile service. That's something that we're going to be working a lot more on now that the PI vehicles are being made. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, you'll have
Double protein salad. Someone ordered it. Double protein salad, regular fries, and a pink lemonade. I think that's Chris's order. I don't. Animal style fries for Chris Strawberry lemonade. Double double protein style. I don't know what Steve wanted, but
Steve wanted a double double with no tomato.
Oh.
And a Diet Coke.
Not a tomato guy.
Not a tomato guy.
Hmm.
Chris said regular fries.
Oh yeah, Chris did say regular.
Okay.
This is quite the fun line.
Yeah.
They get some good business here at In-N-Out. Steve wanted a free hat also.
Protein something.
Should I go inside and try to get a hat? No, just kidding.
No.
I know.
That's funny. Last time we went to In-N-Out, they were like, what do I write? You know, because every time a vehicle comes, it says like gray Honda or like gray sedan, so they had no clue what to write for us.
Solar spaceship.
Yeah, I think they wrote spaceship. I think they did.
Yeah, already got it.
Yeah, usually it's always busy, but you have some time with us. Hopefully my
Yep.
phone doesn't die. So
Oh goodness.
fish-looking car, yeah.
I always wanted to ask people, like, do a quiz, like, what animal do you think Aptera resembles the most?
Yeah.
Animal style. Get him animal style. Be like, whoops, that's what they told us.
Oh no. The community led us astray.
Dolphin. A guppy. Great dolphin.
Steve's gonna be thrilled because he has
So
a
many
ton of meetings
dolphins.
today. Steve's working really hard, so he's gonna be really happy.
Yeah. Orca fish.
Yeah, we've driven uphill a lot.
Shark.
Hey,
Probably get this all the time, but what in the world are you driving?
it's called an Aptera. It's a solar EV. We make them right in Carlsbad, so we're
We're
launching next year.
Livestreaming.
That's so cool.
You want a sticker?
Sure, thank you very much.
Of course, man.
Love it, man.
Check us out.
Get
Yeah,
the
check
fish
it out.
everywhere you go, for sure.
I know. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Proof. I brought these stickers just in case we used them. So,
Yeah.
um,
Aptera is your best wing woman or man. Or
Yes,
like,
it
whatever.
is.
Like, bring Aptera with you. You're bound to make some friends, and
That's true.
it's a conversation starter.
yeah.
If you don't want to have conversations, I mean, it's what tint's for, you know. But I just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I get a sticker? Sure.
let's give them one.
Here you go. Dolphin. Aptera squid.
Oh man, yeah. Really excited about the upcoming powertrain news. It's something that we're not at liberty to talk about just yet, but
Which makes our jobs difficult.
makes our jobs difficult. I know you all want to know, but I'm thrilled with the drivetrain. I've seen it obviously for months and months because we're testing it. We're doing a lot of validation work on it. It's in millions of vehicles. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be really happy, but that's all we can say right now.
Yeah.
So bear with us. We're doing our best to be as transparent as possible while letting you know about what's going on. No, suspension's all custom made by Aptera and then Aptera Italia, the Italy team too. So
Grilled onions. I agree. Thank you for your investment.
thank you so much.
Price of the LE. Pricing will be announced like probably. We want to announce it as soon as possible, but
Yeah.
I'd say like 3-4 months before we're going into production. What would you say, Chris?
It seems right. I mean, we're getting
hopefully
better
sooner.
prices as times go on. So, hey, good. How are you?
We're doing it.
Can I get a double with no tomato? And can I get a medium Diet Coke? And then can I get a double protein style? And regular fries. And then what was it? A
pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade. I guess medium?
Yeah.
Medium pink lemonade. That's it, right?
Yes.
I think that's it. Do you want onions on the double? Probably, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Grilled onions.
Grilled
please.
onions.
Like,
We'll take it back to go.
someone really wants Chris to get animal style.
Yep. Thank you so much. I hope you have a credit card. So. Do you have one?
I have my Apple Pay.
Okay, can we Apple Pay it?
Hopefully.
It's usually in my phone, but I got rid of my case. Please, someone look it up if In-N-Out takes Apple Pay, or else we're going back.
Oh shoot.
That would be so funny.
It's like, can we get a, what is it called? Like an IOU?
Yeah.
I think I'm cute.
Dine and dash?
No.
Okay, you can.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. We answered everything we can talk
think I got
about
my
with the
phone.
motors, everyone, so please stop spamming the chat. We'll let you know as soon as we can.
Yeah, and the good news is, like,
It's gonna be really great.
when you establish really good relationships with suppliers, there's nothing that a future can't hold with us and Lafe, and we've created amazing in-real motors with them. And
I don't even know if we should talk about that.
all right, wait, we'll move on then. I am not talking about it.
Let's see.
Sound system.
No, airless tires aren't as efficient as air tires, and we're, ideally we're gonna have these specific tires that are really efficient for our vehicle.
Time frame for other battery packs.
Well, it just depends on the PI schedule, but we have all the parts to make them. So like we made one for PI2.
What do you guys do for We are building solar electric vehicles. Vehicles like this one.
It goes up to 40
we're
miles
on
a day from the
Livestream right
sun.
now, with our community. So we have 48,000 reservations for this car, and we're
Stickers.
selling them out of Carlsbad, and we're building them there. And we have more. We have a bunch more. But yeah, you guys should check us out. Basically, this thing can charge up to 40 miles a day. This vehicle from the sun alone. So you don't have to plug it in. You don't need gas.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Nike shirt kid acts
there are
exactly like my daughter.
1,300
More
people
stickers so you
right
guys can give them to your friends.
Say hello. Say Aptera rocks your socks off or something. No, like you can't make.
It's like,
me-
what? No, there's not. No.
Yeah, of course. Bye. Nice to meet you.
That's hilarious.
See ya. I don't know where all those kids came from.
Hey, it's
but
school's out.
That
I
was
guess, right?
They're just more and more were populating.
Yeah, we were totally surrounded. I couldn't move. You sure you have your phone? Like you're guaranteed. You definitely have your phone in your pocket.
Hold this for 1 second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Or else we're leaving.
I got it. And it's on 70%.
Good, and it has Apple Pay.
It does.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're good. That's the thing about In-N-Out. It's got quite a line. I can hold the
Okay.
camera for a minute.
Thank you.
Aptera rocks your socks off. People are saying it.
I didn't know.
Little NPC kids spawning. I was just concerned about Apple Pay. Just to, you never know. Some people don't take it, but
never
you're right.
know.
In-N-Out definitely would.
Yeah, they're on that 21st century lifestyle.
right. Let's see, how many degrees turns lock to lock? Shoot, I think it's like 2.5 turns in either direction, I believe, and the turning radius is pretty much comparable to a Model 3. We might have actually made it even better than a Model 3 with the changes that were made in Italy. But it's going to be really good turning radius. It's not going to be terrible. It'll be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's both of us.
I love how they came up to the vehicle and they were like, "So what do you guys do for a living?" I'm like, "This is what we do for a
That's
living."
right. So instead of Aptera rocks your socks off should be a t-shirt. Yeah, no, the stickers at least have the website on them.
Yeah.
That would be cool to have a QR code backing. I don't really know how many people use QR codes anymore. Like we put them on stuff.
It's
but
hard to say.
It's hard to say. Like I feel like people just like Aptera.us,
Something about the physical, tangible thing.
Yeah. Kicks the llama's beep. I'd pay
Anyone
$3
wear
for
socks
stickers.
anymore? Actually, surprisingly, high knee, ankle socks are now all the rage with the kids these days.
Uh-huh.
I guess millennials are just starting to find out that ankle socks aren't cool. So my brother, who is 23, got me high ankle socks for my birthday. I was like, "You trying to say something, John? Trying to say something?"
You could tint the windshield, but you would lose some solar range. Probably not a lot, but you'd lose a little bit. Yeah, NFC works a lot too. We do the taps.
Ooh, you should. I like that. Aptera.us on the rear skirt.
Cool. Yeah, 4-seaters coming. There's a lot of future designs that we've teased out in the last investor webinar. You can watch it invest.aptera.us at the end. There's a lot of things in the ideation stage, but they're super early on because Aptera is only focused on getting this vehicle to production.
Woo!
Makes sense.
We're all on team get Aptera to production as soon as possible, just
Yep.
like you. Hey, we're getting close to the window. We're gonna.
Oh yeah, this is moving pretty fast.
This is moving pretty fast. We've been live streaming for 78 minutes. Hope
That's
you guys
legit.
like that. Yeah, what was the design decision behind the split window? So basically, the design decision behind the split window, in person when you're driving it, everyone says it, and it's true. Like, it's not that noticeable. Really easy to look past, and you're in a good position, so it's not blocking your view. But the reason is it's such a curved door. So if you had a single pane of glass, you'd have to put that really curved piece of glass in to lower the window down, and it would, you know, take up your hip space. You basically wouldn't fit in the vehicle anymore.
Yeah.
So for aerodynamic reasons, the shape needs to be the shape. This at least lets you open and close the window to do drive-in things. So
It's easier to understand in person. Like you can just imagine anything that you roll up has to roll down somewhere, and you can't, like if this was this long, it wouldn't be able to roll into the door like at that curvature.
Right.
So aerodynamics has its pros and cons. I think way more pros and cons. This is like a con, if anything, but
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the radiator we're going with for production is really great. We're going to show more of it, obviously, in the PI vehicles. I'm holding off. I'm trying my best to hold off making content on a lot of our production systems until we can just show them, because it's so much easier to show them than to have someone zooming around the CAD. But that's what I'm trying to hold out on. I appreciate y'all bearing with us as we're making these systems in the real world, which is great.
Woo.
No, Aptera isn't, as this current moment is not written on the outside of the vehicle, but you have your logos.
Isn't there like some talk about maybe adding it?
Maybe at some point.
Who knows?
I think it's a really cool shape. People will eventually start to associate it. The question is, how quickly will that be?
Yeah.
Speedometer is just going to be on the left side of the dash display, along with other vehicle controls. So things like rolling up and down the windows.
Oh, look! It's Tolek! Tolek!
Oh my gosh! No way!
Wait!
Let's go!
I'm
Hey!
dying. What's up?
That is awesome, man.
Oh my god!
You made it.
Hey. How are you?
Were you literally just here on a whim, or did you come down? That is
So
awesome.
cool.
So this is awesome.
I'm so glad you're here.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
That's great.
Aw.
Well, he
That just made
guessed.
my
Wow.
life.
Yeah, he guessed where the in and out is. I guess technically anyone could do that.
I'm stoked.
He's one of the Aptera supporters.
Yeah.
Well, he actually was at Electrify Expo with Polydrop
Yep.
when they unveiled Aptera Solar for the first time. So he has a video on his YouTube channel about the Aptera Solar with Polydrop.
Yeah,
so.
really good interview with their CEO too.
Mhm.
Watched the other day. Dude, it's awesome to see you.
Awesome. Yeah, I just got my videos up with the Polydrops trailer.
Yeah, we were
That's
just
great.
talking about it.
Give him
It
a bunch
was-
of stickers.
Oh, I got plenty of
I
stickers.
know.
Save for the
Okay.
kids. Save for
Okay,
the
cool.
kids.
Yeah, we got stormed by a bunch of us. So cool.
I know. There's
Yeah.
Right here.
We should do this every day.
I was saying it's really cool that your video has interviewed the CEO at
Oh, he's
Polydrops
such a
and all
great
that.
guy and such a cool company because it's.
That was a
everybody's
very
like,
good video,
oh my
by the
gosh,
way.
Towing the Cybertruck, towing with electric trucks, but you have an efficient trailer like Polydrops without Aptera Solar on the roof. I mean, come on, what else would you need? So,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
wasn't it at like 100% like charge the whole time? Like super awesome.
At Expo,
yeah, at
it
the
was.
Expo.
Yeah, they didn't use any of their.
That's-
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why. Cool, man.
Alright.
Good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
I was just gonna say we need solar panel stickers.
Oh yeah.
do.
No, that's a good point actually.
Anyway, I'm gonna go
Okay.
Good to see you, man.
Oh, yeah, we'll see you soon.
beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. Oh man.
Solar
Community's great.
powered.
Here.
Yeah, I got you.
You take it back, and then I'll hand your phone over.
Okay. Let me get my Apple Wallet ready.
Oh, okay. Hi, we're gonna do Apple Pay if that's all right.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, just a double with grilled onion protein style. Double no onion with grilled onion. Sorry, no tomato.
Yeah, you got it.
And then a fried medium dry
You got it.
It's called an Aptera. It's a solar electric vehicle. We're building them in Carlsbad.
In Carlsbad, actually.
Yeah.
It's called Aptera.
Yeah.
It's an auto cycle technically, so it's like a motorcycle.
So
But it gets up to
40 miles a day from the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out, Aptera after work. The guy was asking me about it too, dude. We were
We-
double asking people. People
we were
both
double
asking.
doubling.
We were double
on
doubling
that.
on that one. Great, how are you? Thank you.
Gotta get B-roll.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, Audrey, you're gonna have to hold the
Thanks.
drinks. This one doesn't have cup holders.
Oh,
Production
yes.
has cup holders.
I love cup holders.
Cool, this everything? Thank you so much.
Okay.
We did it!
We did it! We did the thing!
Wow, there's all these
We
people
got new
there.
buddies. Hello!
It's called
Aptera
Aptera.
Motors!
Okay, cool.
Should have a flag flying that says, "We are Aptera!"
Right? Oh man.
Well, that was fun.
It was fun.
Oh, okay. Should I flip this around, maybe?
Yeah, flip it around.
Okay.
I don't know if you have the bandwidth to do it.
I got it. I
I'll
got
just
it.
put this out back.
If you believe it, if you dream it, you can do it.
That's right. This is just a sample of what's gonna happen when you get your Aptera. Isn't it crazy? It's a ton of fun though.
Someone said you can't be shy and own this car.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Not at the start. I mean, even if you're, I'm generally actually an introvert. People don't know that about me, but it brings it out, you know?
It
definitely
does.
brings it out.
Especially if you're passionate about it.
Oh yeah.
There's so much to talk about. And honestly, sometimes I just nerd out and then the person's like, I don't know what you're saying anymore, and then conversation dies out.
You get too in the weeds. You definitely can get it too.
Is Audrey wearing gauntlets?
Want to go front facing again so you see both of us? Hello.
Oh. Uh-oh. Here we go back to the
Gotta give
headquarters.
Steve is in and out, and Chris now.
Yeah. Maybe I could steal a fry from Chris.
Yeah, I probably should have got something for me. I haven't eaten yet. That's an oversight.
Yeah. 830K left to raise. Woo.
Cool.
Oh, make
Oh wow. Yeah, they're really killing that fundraiser.
Okay, we're just gonna make a lane change over here.
Are we getting on the fairway?
No.
Okay.
We could, but there's no reason. There's no
I don't
reason
think I'll
to
be
get
able.
up
You'll
there.
be able to hear. They're
Yeah.
not gonna be able
We'd
to
have
hear
to,
us too
we'd
well.
have to close the windows.
What's the ground clearance for off-roading? It's about 7 inches. 7, 8.
It was like 5.
No, 5 is standard.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You're saying for the
For the
off-road?
off-road.
Oh, for the off-road.
Yeah,
Yeah. Those have a better ingress-egress angle.
Yeah. No AC.
No
in
AC
the
in the Alpha. I wish Gamma didn't have AC, and I wish it did when I was in Abu Dhabi, but obviously PIs will have AC. You've seen the air handler. I'm very excited for that, just from a personal level. It's one of the least important systems in terms of testing and validation, but in terms of Chris McCammon's comfort, that's one of the best. But it's a nice day
the
today.
heat. I really do.
You wouldn't love it in Abu Dhabi. It's too hot.
Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not.
All things are going really well on that front, by the
So
way.
Legion currently active.
Oh, there it goes again.
Brake. Regenerative braking. Yes. Yes.
On this one, yes. You gotta feel it, but yes. We've tweaked different profiles to do different testing.
Where is Gamma? Gamma is on its way back from the UAE.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, it's had a lot of additional meetings and some important uses over there in the meantime, but I'm excited to get it back. I miss it.
Should be here in what, 2 weeks?
Something like that. It'll be here in July, I think.
Cool.
Yep.
Coming back by air.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Right.
Any
So
news
now we
about
know that
it?
Gamma's back in 2 weeks.
When are you bringing it to Las Vegas? Good question.
Ooh, I mean, once we have the PIs, they'll be all over the U.S.
Yep.
We'll do meetups everywhere. You'll be able to see it, get a ride in it, and I can't wait for that. It's so cool to see in person. They're a lot bigger. They're more everywhere. Yeah. It's more refined. I was thinking because there's going to be some PIs that we need to get a million miles of real world driving on them. So like people like you and me might just have them and do road trips and do like our own meetups. Just like pack a car full of stickers and like our own stuff and just drive around the U.S.
Oh yeah.
You know?
No,
So it's going to be totally like, I don't know if bootleg's the right word, but like it'll literally be like, hey guys, I'm at this place.
Maybe
Let's meet up. You know.
Maybe we can crash at some people's houses too.
Yeah, I mean, we could if we want to.
In their casitas.
Whoa.
Oh,
This thing's being funky. Oops, wrong way.
That looks like Sandy Monroe.
That's funny. All right, I'll give it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're actually going to be driving by one of our favorite Italian places. It's one of the places that we took out Energy when they came and visited the facility. Energy made all the tools for the bank.
Such a great team.
They're a great team. It was really sweet because they actually all came to visit the U.S. from Italy. Like, it wasn't just like the CEO or like the general manager. It was the full team that was in Paris with us. Is the team that came to the U.S. So we got to show them our facility. We got to drive our vehicle, and they were thrilled. So.
Yeah, and actually, a supplier we met in Paris came and visited us today. They do 3D printing of components very quickly at like 45, 90 degree angles. All this cool stuff. They love Aptera.
They just happened to be in town?
Yeah, they were in town for a conference, and he's like, we have to stop by, we want to see the vehicles. They did a little presentation, but it's just so cool. Like, we do have a supplier for this, but like, we're definitely interested in, you know, potentially partnering further down the line with other companies, because we're both have sustainable missions and ethos, business ethos. So any people that share that with us, like, it's important to make those connections.
Totally. I think the really exciting thing about this time for us is the closer we get to production, the more suppliers either renegotiate their prices because they, you know, realize, oh crap, they're gonna be delivering a lot of vehicles, so we keep getting better prices from our existing supply chain. But also we get inbound from other suppliers saying like, oh, I can make that exact same part for half the price, something like that. So that's why, you know, we're keeping the price static until we have that final price, because obviously changing it twice would make no sense. And once we get closer and closer, the price of our bill of materials will get less. So we're really excited about being able to release all the details when we have them. So it's an exciting time. As you know, battery cells have went down in price by quite a lot. So that was one of the things that was once a very expensive part of the BOM. It's now a lot cheaper in the BOM.
Yeah, some people are asking about towing. It is something we want to test for. Aptera is, you know, quite light at just 2,000 pounds, or even under 2,000 pounds. So might not be that you can tow much in this vehicle.
Right. To launch, there's not going to be a towing package.
Make some friends.
But there's a lot of phase 2 items, right? Like towing and B2B or vehicle to grid. These are all things that once we have money, we unlock the ability to do these programs, right? Skin cooling, same thing. But as you all know, the most important thing is getting this vehicle out in production as quick as possible and becoming a profitable company, so we don't have to rely on the crazy financial world we live in, right?
Yeah.
Aptera is profitable. We're making money. Not only as investors, you should be extremely thrilled with that, but also we're really happy because we can do more custom engineering projects going forward and continue to make the vehicle better as the years go on. I mean, you saw what, you know, Rivian did, where they just retooled their production line to be a lot cheaper. That's you know, an example of what Aptera will be doing in the future, right?
It's so funny.
To bring the cost down.
Someone goes, I just saw Chris steal a fry.
Oh my God, I didn't steal anything. You guys are liars.
Good grief.
Yeah, but thank you all for, you know, coming along on the journey. Steve's gonna have some closing thoughts after we deliver his food, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But hope you got the idea today of, you know, the team of very passionate people who all are making the best engineering decisions for you. We want this vehicle to be as efficient as possible from every possible zone, right? So there's so many zones of this vehicle. When you look at the frame design, for example, it has a lot of hollow parts, so it can be even lighter weight, things like that. Battery is extremely energy dense given the size. So I mean, everything lines up. The solar is very lightweight, durable.
It's like every member of our team is a part of an orchestra, where we all have to be on beat with our instruments and moving in the same direction. I don't know what's happening with this thing.
No! I might have turned it off. I need to turn it back on. Oh, maybe.
I thought that was a really cool analogy, though, that one of the directors in engineering spoke to.
Yeah, that was
like,
cool.
so we're an orchestra, not,
Here you go.
you know,
The phone's getting hot. If it
sounds-
cuts, you know why.
Yeah.
It's because the phone got too hot. But hopefully we'll make it back.
I hope we do. But
Obviously we'll make it back. I hope the
we'll
phone makes it
definitely.
back.
The phone is.
This is hot.
It's hot.
Yeah. I have a funny story to tell that you guys will think is funny. I was interviewing at Aptera. Very important interview. I was doing really well. I was in my car. I had my phone, mounted on the wheel, and it got too hot because like the sun was directly on my phone, and yeah, I was out of the interview for like 20 minutes because I was pulling out the phone. I was like blowing air on it, putting it on the AC, trying to start it. Still got the job though.
Oh, Chris killed it at the interview. We knew.
What
I
the
think
hell's going on?
Quincy and I like just a few questions. No, first question. No, I was like, he's the one.
That's what happens
Hi.
with a lot of.
Oh yeah, it's called an Aptera. So we're actually manufacturing them right down this road, and it's solar powered. And so every day you get 40 miles from the sun here in California. But then you can also plug it in. But the goal is that you never really have to plug it in. Yeah. So we're super stoked on it. It's a Aptera. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Check it out. Yeah, we love that. Check us out online. We have a bunch of videos. We're live streaming right now, so. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Well, they said go.
Thank you. Thank you.
They said go,
Yo.
Audra. So Audra, hold it down here and don't touch anything
Okay.
up top.
They are fantastic salespeople.
Thank you. Take care.
Doesn't hurt that the product is
Yeah.
fantastic too, but maybe that's just
We
my bias
are
speaking.
making our way downtown.
This is why I
driving
confidently believe that when Aptera are on the road, the pre-order count's gonna explode.
fast. It is Aptera. ERA. I would run out there and give you a sticker, but my hands are tied. Yeah, A as in apple, P as in purse. Oh, yeah.
She got it?
Yep. Woo!
Yay.
Yep. That's awesome. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Everyone said go Audra. when you were
Aw,
doing
that's
that.
sweet. I love talking to people. I like making new friends.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of friends in the Aptera community.
yeah.
So very grateful that you all are here. I can't wait to see the analysis on Aptera Owners Club
Yep.
and maybe drive the Lightning and tailosive on everything that was discussed today. Obviously a lot of work's going on behind the scenes, and there's a reason I didn't go through the electrical systems area, obviously. So it'll all come to light. Updates that are going to be coming out in the next few months. But as you know, the crowdfunding is ending very, very soon. That's all we can say.
And we
on
thank
it.
you all so much for your support.
We do. You're making it happen. All
Oh,
right.
look, here's Jake. What are you doing on the walk, Jake?
Get back to work.
Hey, Jake.
Oh my gosh.
Get back to work.
I am excited about that scale model. I want to.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
It's gonna. It has like the doors that open.
It's been a long time coming, it feels like.
Mhm.
But here in my eye. Got it.
That's awesome. Cool.
Cool.
We're back at the headquarters. Can you flip it
Oh
around
yeah.
so you can see
Let me show y'all
Aptera?
what we get to see. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
Girls out.
Oh jeez.
Girls out.
Oh,
I hope they don't drop it.
Just hold it long enough for
Oh,
me to get
boy.
out. Oh no!
Oh,
don't
boy.
press that. Oh,
I won't. Okay, here we go. Ooh la la.
All right, I'm gonna park illegally so we can give Steve his in and out. All right.
Okay, here you are.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
It's Aptera by Aptera. That's the first vehicle. I think future vehicles will have different names, and maybe retroactively this will be called something. But for now, the brand is the vehicle. So
Pretty much.
Oh.
I like that
Okay.
they
here we are. All right,
they have
let's,
such a fun work environment.
We could. I guess we should go in for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Let me just turn it off.
It's good.
Okay.
Just leave it. Can you bring all three of those? You think? Okay. That's true. It's our own parking lot. So it's perfectly legally fine.
Oh, there's that wind.
Overtime!
Yeah, so I don't think they have to worry too much about the Aptera being
We got
stolen
your
because
stuff.
there's literally
Nice.
nowhere
Forever
anybody could
ending.
take it where it wouldn't be like
you watch the stream?
recognized. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, somebody stole our spaceship.
Did you see all the friends we made?
Yeah.
Steve's ready for his burger. I'll go get Steve.
Okay, sounds great.
I see him.
Where? He's over there. Yay. Yeah, we were just gonna hang out, maybe here. We can go over there, wherever.
Someone
like
really
somebody
wanted us
got-
to get you animal fries, but we followed your orders.
Somebody took some fries out of
Someone
here.
said pour some tequila in his lemonade.
That's later.
Wow.
All right, Steve, we made it.
Hey, I was following you guys, but actually there's a delay. I didn't realize that. So, thank you very much.
You've got the goods. Well, any closing thoughts on the live stream before you bite into your burger?
Before I tuck in, couldn't have done it without everyone's support. It's just been beyond essential. It's been what's enabled us to make the progress that we've made so far. And from the bottom of our hearts, we're incredibly grateful and thankful, and hope to have some good updates for all of you soon.
Awesome. Well, I'll say bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you for
Thanks for
watching.
joining us.
Thank you. 5-second rule, someone said. The crowdfunding is closing very soon.
Woo!
So check out that offering link if you're interested. All right. Bye, everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, folks. There were some tidbits in there, man. Some tidbits. Yeah. So the thing that I thought was the most striking was probably the fact that they said something to the effect of that the pricing of the Aptera could go down. I don't know if he meant like after production or what, but that was good news. Just imagine a Aptera that's 400 miles for 25,000 or something like that. But yeah, man. I think what I might do, because there were so many little things that were interesting about the presentation, I might do like a separate video about it to kind of elaborate on some of the things that I noticed. Was there any interesting stuff that you guys noticed that you wanted to talk about before we wrap up the stream here? Let's see. So I don't. Okay, we're gonna go into the Twilight Zone real quick. You ready? There we go. So I like this screen. For some reason, it is probably one of the coolest things of all time. I know it is Twilight Zone-y, but it's fun to me. Anyway, yeah, so any questions, any thoughts on the presentation? Like I said, that whole pricing thing, yo, it made me very, very happy, because the amount of people that were anxious about the pricing because it was close to a Model 3 and things like that, it kind of reached a bit of a fever pitch for a while, and people kept asking about the pricing during the presentation. But yeah, the fact that Chris kind of hinted that it was going to be significantly or possibly a bit cheaper, and maybe not significantly so, was very encouraging to me, because if Tesla keeps dropping the price, if other vehicle manufacturers are focused on dropping the price, then the price might not be as attractive a situation as it could have been some time previously, maybe a year or so earlier. But yeah, man. So yeah, it's something else that I thought was really interesting when they were talking about the zonal boards for the Aptera. One of the boards was visible, and I noticed that the connectors are really cool for it. Those connectors I mentioned a little bit earlier were very ubiquitous in my engineering courses when I was in school. They showed how to use them and how robust they were and things like that, in spite of the fact that they didn't have an actual physical connector to them. It's more like it's almost like you solder it into place or you crimp it into place depending on the situation. But yeah, those connectors are very robust and very small and very efficient and light and all that kind of stuff. Very Aptera, basically. Yeah, man. No questions, no comments, no nothing. I will go ahead and get out of you guys' hair. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the live stream. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next go round. Hopefully I'll be recording Saturday, so keep your eye out for that recording. I'm trying to do my news update since I couldn't do it earlier this week, and I'm kind of glad that I did. Kind of glad that I didn't, because the June update and all that kind of stuff happened this week, and it would have been really rough waiting on next week to talk about it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I am the Ninjaneer. Catch you guys next time.